Hello, great people. I need you to please watch this shocking video of the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, ordering the state lawmakers and politicians to sit down and issuing them command like babies. While watching the video, I need you to please pay attention to three things, because those things will lead us into a conversation thereafter. And the three things are: number one, the body language of the people in that particular video. Take note of their body language. The second is their action and reaction. The action of Yahaya Bello and the reaction of the people in that particular video. Number three is the spoken words in that particular video, both from Yahaya Bello and the people he was addressing. Please take note of these three things, because it will be important for my analysis afterward. Let us go and watch the video, then we'll come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it.
I appreciate all of you. And to you, the new assembly member, let me tell you, I'm not afraid to say it at any point in time. This democracy, maybe the way they describe me, be
the white lion.
You know, how it's practical. I'll tell you. It's not the way they describe him. Somebody recommended you. If they allow him like that, you will not imagine. I'm telling you the truth. This is the practical. Tomorrow somebody will tell you, why are you there? Are you a stooge? You are an assembly member. Exert your position. You are a legislature. The executive is turning you like this. They turn you left, you go left. They turn you right, you go right. Assembly not be like that. Not be like that, oh. Ever since I emerged as the governor of Kogi State, till I left, and after stabilizing the assembly, did you hear any quarrel in the assembly?
No, that's all.
Did you hear any quarrel in the assembly? There's none. And there shall be none throughout our reign. When I say our reign, after me, Ododo is there. After Ododo, another person is coming from inside. From inside, though. As you are going in there now, go and cooperate with the Speaker, other members of the House of Assembly of Kogi State, and be part of those that will support Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo. Are you getting my point? In everything that comes to the assembly, everything. That's it. Even if you don't understand, call your brother here.
Yes.
Call him. Say, they hear something like this, so which is the way? Whatever he tells you, follow. Whatever Okala tells you, follow it to the letter. Are you getting my point now? Follow it to the letter. You know our culture. He served under me. Who is another assembly member?
Yes.
You know, Ododo, you know our culture.
Very well.
You serve under me. Who is another assembly member here that served? You served under me currently. Before I left, and currently he's serving. You know our culture. You cannot tell them well. You see this? Some people are outside now. They just hear. They hear. They not hear. They just say, why? What's making them happy and they are clapping? They wish to be inside here now. It's better to be inside here and be looking from the. It's better to be inside and be doing that than to be outside. And as they say, good here.
There you have it. You can see the strong issuing of warning and command in that particular video. And you can see one of the newly elected lawmakers in Kogi State, particularly the one putting on like a red color shirt, the way he was standing humbly before Yahaya Bello, the way he was shaking his head front and back like Agama lizard. That is the Nigerian democracy that we currently practice. And you can see that it has been generating a lot of reaction. But then my own position as a political scientist is not even on the reaction that it has been generating, because, and I understand that not everybody is a political scientist, so they won't see it the way I would see it. The general reaction that it is generating is Yahaya Bello was issuing a command and he said that they should sit down. You can see that there's no much chair there and some of them sat on the floor. That is the reaction that it has been generating. That how will you tell people to be sitting on the floor? How will you tell them to sit down? That's the particular reaction from the public. But I will take it beyond that. But if I can say something as regards the sitting down, well, that particular meeting was held in a compound, and apparently that compound is not very big. Now the big question is that if that compound is not big as it appears in that video, is that particular house, is it big? That one I can't say, because I'm wondering that the people that are there are influential people in Kogi State politics. So why were they not allowed to gain access into the sitting room or the hall in that particular house, if any? So I'm wondering that if there is a hall in that house, why did the people not gain access to it? But let us assume that it is a small house and small compound, and let's say maybe the crowd there are more than the capacity of the parlor. Not in defense of Yahaya Bello, but this is just the truth. There's no way you could have sat down. Well, some of them will have to lean on the wall, and some of them will even have to sit on the floor. So that is why I said my position is different from what people are seeing or saying. I, as a political scientist, now we come from the angle of Yahaya Bello's statement in that particular video. And some of his statement is where he said, this democracy no be the way they describe EPO, that Nigeria's democracy, the way the West describe it, that where power must come from the people, the right to vote and be voted for, that the way political scientists, the way social scientists describe the democracy in Nigeria, no be so EPO, which is that the people have to kind of like vote for you, the people have to put you in power. But in Nigeria, it is godfathers that put you in power. He also said somebody recommended you, which means that you are there on the based on the recommendation of somebody, and you are supposed to serve the interest of that person. Well, Yahaya Bello is correct if what we have in Nigeria is anything to go by, but this is the wrong thing. The wrong thing is that Nigeria's democracy is very flawed and manifestly flawed, and unfortunately nothing much is being done to correct the wrong, because you can only say that in a flawed democracy that this democracy no be the way they describe EBO, which is that, well, they said that you have to you have to be liked by the people, you have to be loved by the people, voted for by the people. But in Nigeria, it is not that way. So for it to exist, and for a former governor to come out and affirm that it exists, and for him to be affirming that in the public domain, so much so that it was recorded and it gained traction on the social media, that itself leaves much to be desired. So Nigeria's democracy is as flawed as anything. Another thing is that he said after Ododo, another person is coming. After Usman Ododo, another person is coming, and that person is coming from within. Yahaya Bello said, oh, after me is Ododo, and after Ododo, another person is coming from within. That itself, you know, kind of like lay credence to the flawedness of Nigeria's democracy, because it doesn't even give reference to the people at all. It doesn't give any damn about the people's will in a democracy. Even in that particular video, I've not seen anywhere, you know, it placed emphasis on the interest of the Kogi people. If you make a content analysis of that video, his words were more of encouraging godfatherism. His words were more of warning the people to be loyal. His words were more of kind of like threatening them as regards the consequence of political disloyalty. And that itself leaves much to be desired. So that particular video speaks a lot. It has a lot of message contained therein, because he said after Ododo, another person is coming. So he didn't make reference to the people or the people's will. That is absurd in a democracy. Another thing that I find so absurd in that video is Yahaya Bello kept drawing his hair as if he's talking to a child. Even if you are their political godfather, you are not supposed to be drawing your hair in that video as if you are speaking to a child. Another thing is that he said support Ododo, which is the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, in everything that comes to the assembly. I'm quoting Yahaya Bello now. Support Ododo in everything that comes to the assembly. So he's telling them that do as instructed. In other words, as a lawmaker, you don't have a mind of your own. In other words, as a lawmaker, you cannot think on your own. You must do as instructed, whether good or bad. As a lawmaker, you must not do as your constituency wants, as it's been done in the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Canada, and other countries. You just must do the interest of your godfather or the person in quotes that recommended you. So that means that the people are not important in the scheme of things. Another thing that is sad in that particular video is that it shows how Nigeria's democracy is being practiced, and if that trend continues, definitely nothing good is going to come out of it. And to now imagine that Yahaya Bello that you saw in that video tried to be Nigeria's president. So imagine if Yahaya Bello have won the election. Is it the kind of Nigeria? Is this how he will be presiding over Nigeria? Is this how he will kill democracy in Nigeria? Is this how he will entrench godfatherism? So I think Nigerians should be happy that Yahaya Bello did not emerge as president, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself should begin to entrench democracy. What is happening in Rivers State now is him trampling on democracy, and he calls himself a Democrat. That leaves much to be desired. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.